I literally cannot catch a break. I was on a roll at the start of this week, and then Wednesday for some reason I was kind of feeling off, and I attributed that to cramps because it was that time of the month. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna skip my swimming, I'm gonna push my run to the next day and kind of focus on like some self-care things because the cramps were unreal. And then the next morning I woke up pretty earlier than what I had expected, did my morning routine, and my stomach was kind of feeling off, but I was like, maybe I'm just hungry. So I made my pre-run meal and I was like, okay, I'm ready to do this speed workout in the morning, and then I'll have a bike later in the afternoon. And next thing you know, I was like, my stomach kind of feels off. Maybe instead I'll switch and go on the bike instead in the morning and then run in the afternoon. My stomach just started to hurt a lot more. Like I was in excruciating pain to the point where I started to feel nauseous, and I ran to the toilet, and next thing you know, I was vomiting for like the next 7 hours. So yeah, I ended up with a stomach flu, which means if you look at this week's training plan, I am not hitting it at 100%, which I'm very sad, but I gotta tell myself, look, something needs to be prioritized. It's not all about work hard, train harder. So I think the number one thing I need to focus on today and pretty much all of this weekend is getting back on track in terms of nutrition and hydration, because I definitely lost it all yesterday. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit weak because obviously, like, if I was vomiting all the food and drinks, I definitely don't think I'm in the right position to do any kind of training. I do think the biggest challenge for me has been hydration, especially when it comes to winter or colder months in general. I drink less water, and I think that definitely has a factor as to why I probably got a stomach flu, but there are probably other reasons as well. So hopefully I can stay on top of this, and let's see if we can get my body up and running again. Okay, so first order of business, I gotta stay on top of my hydration. I'm already behind. I'm gonna try and aim to drink 4 of these, and I'm gonna add some noon tablets for the electrolytes. So hopefully by the end of the day, I will have drank at least 4 of these. Vitamin D. I say vitamins.
Yeah, because you're American. Cheers. Delish.
Delish.
Oh. Vitamins should be in jelly form.
Yeah, they're the best. Turn them into gummies and you'll look forward to taking your vitamins. So I just got back from like a 30-minute walk to just try and get my legs moving again. And I wanted to test out whether or not like the walk was a lot for me, to kind of gauge whether or not I'm ready to go training. I know I'm like so eager to go back into it, and I just had the stomach flu like yesterday. So definitely wishful thinking. I definitely felt a little off, and I think it's because of the lack of nutrition and hydration, just everything that I have lost the past like 24 hours. I guess I won't be training anytime soon. I'll play it by ear tomorrow. Hopefully I could probably fit in a nice and easy ride. I'm still on my second mega venti Starbucks cup of water, which is pretty bad. It's already 4 p.m. so I don't know if I'll manage to get through this and then 2 others. I'm still kind of playing that balancing game where I'm trying to eat different food, but at the same time don't go too crazy that it'll upset my stomach. So really walking a fine line between the fancier foods versus like the bland food. I don't know what we're having for dinner tonight because, as you know, I am not the cook in this household, so we'll probably have to ask the fiance. What you getting? Sausage? What's for breakfast?
The same thing we have every day.
It's a new day, and unfortunately I did not hit my goal of drinking 4 of these. However, I did manage to drink 3, and I also did drink this, like the majority of the bottle, which was 828 milliliters. So overall, I did drink a lot of fluid yesterday. I know I drank at least 2 liters of fluids. I think that's still an improvement from what I typically drink, and so hopefully I can keep that up. Today I was scheduled to do a long bike ride, but my stomach is still feeling pretty sensitive, and I think what I'm going to focus on today is just some light impact movement and also cleaning up the environment, because obviously for good health it's not just about what you eat but also what you live in, and so I feel like our place has been quite messy lately. So while my fiance was on his bike, I decided to clean the kitchen a bit, where I cleaned our stovetop because I feel like that hasn't been cleaned for ages and it was looking kind of gross. I was feeling some kind of FOMO while watching Kian train, so I decided to take a break from cleaning and grab the walking pad to do some kind of movement, even though it was pretty light impact. And while I was doing that, I decided to also purchase a new book to read, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty productive being able to multitask. After that, I went back to cleaning the kitchen and took out the trash. The lighting here is terrible. So I just got back from a 5K race that I did not run, unfortunately, because of my stomach flu situation. My stomach still has some sensitivities, and I'm still not 100% when it comes to doing any kind of activities, especially running, because that's a lot of impact on the ground. So I decided to go out and just cheer on a couple of friends, and they did amazing. One of them actually PR'd, and then after we got some post-run treats, even though I did not run, but I still got treats because I feel like I deserved it, because, you know, I came out here and cheered everyone on. So now I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna see if I can fit in an easy ride because it is lower impact, but if I'm still kind of like not feeling great, I'll probably stop, but we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I'll be okay. I'm a little annoyed, actually more than annoyed, because I can't seem to unscrew or loosen up this part of the trainer, because the axle that's on my fiance's bike is smaller than my axle. So every time we have to switch between the bikes, we have to adjust this attachment so that both of our axles can fit, and right now he screwed it on real tight, which means I can't put my bike in because the axle's too big, which means I can't bike. So I'm either gonna delay this ride until later, but typically when that happens, I usually end up not doing it. I'm just gonna calm myself down and do something like meditate or journal, and then hopefully I can get a ride in, even if it's like an hour, because I feel like I am slipping with my half Ironman training. You got me down again. Holy moly, I just did my long ride. I told myself I was gonna take it easy and just kind of see how I felt after this whole stomach flu situation. And surprisingly, I felt pretty good. And I was like, you know what? I think I can probably do this whole ride. So I ended up doing the whole 2-hour ride, and I managed to fit in 50 kilometers, which is actually the longest that I've ever fit in a ride on the trainer. I think I did one 50K ride like outside, but that was like a long time ago in the summer. So I'm pretty happy with that. I know this week was pretty low in terms of the workouts, but again, I had to prioritize my health, but I did manage to end on a good note. This week's progress was at a 40% completion rate, but understandably so. And I can always try again next week. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a later one. Bye.